So let's go ahead and find a comfortable seat. Have your strap next to you. So we'll use it when we're ready. And become aware of your posture, sitting up nice and tall. Just allow your eyes to close. Become aware of your breath as it's flowing in and out of your nose, trying to release any tightness or tension. Just breathing in and out of your nose. Just follow that breath in and out. And then gradually start to deepen your breath. Bring in a little deeper towards your belly. Allow the belly to expand on your in-breath. Draw inwards on your out-breath. So with each in-breath, see if you can find length in your spine from your tailbone to the top of your head. And relax any holding or efforting in the upper body, especially around your shoulders, your upper back, your chest. See if you can find more space around the heart center. Couple more deep breaths in and out of the nose. Okay, so let's reach the arms up over your head. So big circle up. And then we'll join our palms together. Exhaling, bring thumb knuckles into the heart center. Let your chin lower towards your chest. Let's begin our practice today with an intention or a dedication. And then once you've set that, you can go ahead and release your hands down and just let your arms come all the way down. Fingertips can touch the earth. And then we're going to draw the shoulders up by the ears and then back and down and around. So big circles, just releasing any tension in the shoulders and the upper back. And then reversing the circles, go the other way. Last one around this direction, and then still sitting up nice and tall. We're going to float right arm up and then side bend over. So we want to try to keep everything open here across the chest. So as you lift your gaze, try to turn your heart towards the sky. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale again. And then exhale, release the arm down. And let's go to the other side. Float it up. Turn your heart towards the sky. Look up at your hand. Deep breath in and out. And again, in. And then as you exhale, release that arm down. All right, let's take our arms out wide. And then we're going to slowly turn to your left. So try to keep your hips facing forward. Just turning the chest and turning that shoulder open. Come back to center and let's go to the other side. Sit up nice and tall as you twist. See if you can find more length in your spine. And as you exhale, relax the arms down. Okay, so today's practice, we are going to be focusing on just opening our heart space, front and back, so thoracic spine. And then today we're also going to be doing like no hands. So like our wrists are gonna get like a little bit of a break today. All of our back bends are gonna be done either lying down the floor or in our standing up postures. So, but if you're itching at any time to take a downward facing dog, you're welcome to do that. So we will be using our strap as we begin here seated. So you want to just use either a strap, or if you have a towel or a tie or a stretchy band, any of those would work. So I'm just folded mine in half because it's so long. So I'm going to reach my arms forward. You're going to have your hands about a couple inches wider than each arm, so maybe a little wider than shoulder width apart. You're going to hold it. Palms are facing down towards the floor. So as you reach your arms, I want you to see if you can pull your shoulder blades towards each other. So kind of plug in the shoulders. Sit up nice and tall. As you inhale, we're going to reach up. So you're just going to go up as high as it feels good on the shoulders. Don't go past your range of motion. And as you exhale, we're going to try to pull that strap apart as you lower it, ending right at shoulder height. And we'll do it again. Inhale. Think about lifting up your heart and lower it down. So get a little bit of extension here at the top. And lower again. We'll do one more up. And then we're going to stay up there and we're going to go into lateral flexion. So we're going to go to the side. So keep lifting up, especially with your left rib cage. And come back to center. Keep pulling that strap apart. Go to the other side and then lifting up with your right rib cage. Come back to center. So as we go to the side, let's take a big breath in, fill up the lungs. As you exhale, come back to center. And then inhale, fill up your lungs again. Exhale back to center. And then we'll go one more each side. Back to center, relax the arms down and just do a couple shoulder rolls, both directions, shake it out. All right, and then we're gonna go into some rotation. So still holding those arms in front, we're gonna slowly rotate to the right. So keep your hips facing forward, just turning from your rib cage. Come back to center. And go the other way. And you can play around with your breath here. You can either do inhale as you do your rotation, exhale back to center, or you can reverse the breath and then do it. Exhale and then inhale back to center. Just keep it slow, really be mindful here, paying attention to the movement. Keep pulling that strap apart. Good, one more this way. And then come back to center. We're gonna switch the cross of your legs. Go ahead and switch them. Keep your strap on your lap here. We're going to do seated cat and cows. So first leading with the heart. And exhale around. Inhale, draw those shoulders back. Exhale, bring the shoulders forward, look down towards your belly. Inhale, feel your tailbone moving back. And exhale, feel your tailbone moving forward. One more. Breathe in, breathe out, come back to center. All right, pick up your strap again. So we're gonna put all those movements together. So starting with your arms forward, we'll float the arms up, and then we're gonna go into side bend, and then we're gonna kind of go across the body. So you're going into that twist. So once you get over to the side, lift your arm up to your side bend, come back to center. Let's go again in the same direction. Over to the right, round as you come forward, go into the twist over to the left, and then lift the right arm up, come back to center. We're going to go the other way. So you're going to side bend over to the left, and then round your spine, come forward, all the way across the other side. Lift up that left arm, side bend, back to center. Let's go one more as we travel around. Side bend, and forward, come across, all the way over, lift, and back up. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, slowly bring those arms all the way down. Good. You can set your strap aside. And then use support, maybe a blanket, and we're gonna come into low lunge. All right, so I'm gonna put the blanket underneath of my left knee and my right foot is stepping forward. So you just wanna have this 90-90 of the knees. All right, so feel really supported here. So press down into your toes. You can either leave them flat or you can tuck them, whatever makes you feel more stable. Press down into your big toe mound. All right, and then we're gonna reach both arms up. So once you get up there, I want you to look up at your hands and soften your shoulders down. Think about lifting up with the center of your chest. So your sternum's lifting. Take a deep breath in and out. And then we're gonna bring our hands together into your heart center. We're gonna do some rotation to your right leg. So you're gonna move towards the leg. So stay strong in your inner thigh of your left leg. And your belly is drawing inwards. Let's come back to center. We'll do one more. So a little rotation. So just notice that a rotation starts to throw you off balance. Really engage your hip muscles. And then we're gonna slowly release the arms down. So pick your left hand, place it onto your lower back. So you can either place your hand flat onto the lower back or just kind of fold it behind there. Let's float that right arm nice and high. So as you look up, keep lifting up. So this is your first like little back bend here. So lift up. You want to really open up the chest. Keep gaze, keep lifting. Maybe look up towards the ceiling. And last breath. And then as you exhale, we're just going to switch legs. So you're going to move that blanket underneath of your right leg and step forward with the left. And then you can either leave your toes curled under in the back there, or you can flatten out. All right, so you're pressing down into the toes. We're lifting up lower belly, and both arms are gonna stretch up. This time we're gonna bend the elbows, we're gonna hold on to opposite forearms. So it's gonna like framing your face and your head with your arms. All right, take a breath, and then lift up the heart center. So you're doing a tiny little back bend here. Gaze is either at the point where your ceiling and wall meet, or maybe it's all the way up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing down into your big toe mound. Good, release the arms, reach them straight up. Join your palms together, exhale them to your heart. And then we're gonna do that rotation. So we're turning just from the waist, so rib cage, shoulders, come back to center. And then do it one more time. And really pay attention to your opposite oblique. Pulling that in. Come back to center. Release the arms down. And then this time your right hand's going to go on your lower back. So this is just to remind you not to collapse here as you float that left arm up. So stretch up first and then start to do your back bend. So as you lean back, lift up even more. Breathe in out of your nose. Last breath. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring both of your hands down to the floor. We're going to step forward into a standing forward bend here. So if you have a block, you can go ahead and use that for a prop. Take some deep breaths. Allow your head to sway, your hips to sway. Put a soft bend in your knees. Okay, and then we're going to come back to center and then press down into your feet and slowly roll yourself up into mountain pose. And as you come into mountain pose, just go right into some shoulder rolls here. Deep breath in and out. And then close your eyes and just feel your body in space. So check in with those feet and see if you can feel that your body is aligning itself from your feet, your ankles, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, and the top of your head. Chin stays parallel to the floor. Shoulders are relaxing. You're breathing in and out of your nose. Okay, and then just open your eyes, and then you're gonna need your strap. So go ahead and grab that again. And you can have, if you don't feel like using your strap, you can always just use your hands. But we're gonna put our hands behind our back. So if you'd rather just clasp your hands, you don't wanna use the strap, you don't have to. But I like using the strap for this one. All right, so that means your hands can be a little further apart. They don't have to be close together. You can move them a few inches apart. And then we're going to stretch the arms straight down towards the mat. So as you do that, you want to open up the front of your chest. So collarbones are nice and wide. You're going to pull the shoulders back. We're looking straight ahead, connecting to the feet. And then keep pulling the arms down as you lift your sternum and lift your gaze. Okay, so don't lose everything. So hold on to it with your lower belly. So draw those lower abs in as you start to come up a little bit more. Arms keep pulling down, chest is lifted. Take some deep breaths in and around your ribs. And then we're going to slowly allow the shoulders to come forward, your gaze to come forward. We're bending the knees. And the arms are still behind your back, but I want you to stretch them straight as you fold. So we're going to stop at the halfway point. Just take a moment here. Reach the arms back. Your gaze is straight down at the floor. Your spine is long. You're welcome to stay here. If you would like to deepen this posture, keep coming down. Honor your body wherever it is. You just want to let a nice stretch happen in the shoulders. You can let your head release here. If you have space, go ahead and keep lifting the arms up, but do not force them. A deep breath. So it's like a full chest expansion. You can add small little rotations right and left. Okay, and then we're coming out of it. Let the arms come down first, and then just set your strap aside. Let your arms hang, and I just want you to swing them so they're kind of crisscrossing in front. And then we're going to slowly roll up. So press down into your feet and keep that belly nice and strong as you roll yourself back up to a stand. Good, take a nice full breath in. So we're opening up this space here. Sometimes you get very tight, very closed off around the heart. All right, float your arms up nice and high. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Bring your hands to heart center, bend your knees to chair pose. Right, so find your chair, nice and strong. Keep the heart lifted, so we're not collapsing, we're not rounding. Keep pulling those shoulders back. All right, we are going to step back with your left foot. Your right foot's going to stay there. So you're going to get heavy in your right leg, lift up your left heel, and just slide it back and land the heel. We're coming into warrior one. All right, so arms are going to start here by your side. Float them straight forward all the way up. Okay, take a moment here. Bend your elbows out to the side. Right, so cactus arms. Really feel that stretch across the front of your chest. Gaze is lifted. And then we're going to bring the arms towards each other, moving into eagle arms. So right elbow will go underneath the left. So you're just stacking up your elbows. You can hold opposite shoulders, or you can bring your palms together. All right, take a breath here, and then just start to lift your elbows up towards the ceiling. Just lean back slightly, and you can gaze up. Stay strong in the legs. Keep that lower belly lifting. Breathe. Good, one more breath. And then we're going to release the arms. With a big breath, you're going to float the arms out to the side, all the way up. Exhale, bring your arms forward. Let your upper body come forward, so you're hinging. We're going to end in chair pose. So take your time, put more weight in your front leg, and you're going to drag that back foot forward. Land in your chair pose, where we started. Slowly take a rotation to the right. Okay, so pay attention to your hips. Stay really strong in your left hip and oblique as you turn to the right. And back to center. Press down into your feet. Straighten your legs. Reach your arms high. And exhale, mountain pose. Take a breath in. Let it go. And another breath in. Arms reach high. Exhale, fold forward all the way down to the earth. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. Start to bend your knees. We're coming back to chair pose. Hands to heart center. So feel really solid here, feet connected to earth, belly is drawing in. We're gonna make that left leg heavy. That's gonna be your standing leg as we slide the right leg back. Land your heel, come all the way up. Good, release the arms down. Inhale, circle. Exhale, bend the elbows to the side, lift your heart, look up. Little cactus arms, get that stretch here as you feel it in your arms. Deep breath in and out. Slowly we're bringing elbows towards each other. This time we're going to bring the right elbow on top of the left, and you can hold opposite shoulders. You can wrap it up for your eagle arms. And then when you're ready, lifting both elbows up towards the sky, and your gaze lifts. So feel this in your upper back, around the shoulder blades. Pay attention to your neck here. No straining the neck, so that means don't crank your head all the way back. Just keep it neutral. Good, last breath. We're going to unwind the arms with a big breath. Circle them high. Exhale, bring them forward. And then your arms are coming by your side. Let's hinge forward here. And then we're making our way back into chair pose. So float your arms, bring that leg forward, land in chair, hands at heart center. And we're going to make a twist over to the left. So stay strong in your right oblique as you start to turn. So keep that hip drawing back as you rotate to the left. Slowly come back to center. Press down into your feet. We'll reach the arms high. And exhale, end in your mountain pose. Just close your eyes. Take a breath in and out of your nose. Let it go through the mouth. And just a couple shoulder rolls. Okay. And then we're going to grab our strap again. Or your towel, whatever you're using. And we're going to take a wide stance. We're going to step out wide. And this time you're going to need a little bit more length because we're going to use that full, wide stretch. So if you don't want to use the strap, it's fine. So we're here in 5-pointed star. Your arms are wide. So whether you're using the strap or not, I want you to feel from fingertip to fingertip how much space you have across the front of your chest and shoulders. So I want you to widen the arms as far as you can get them. Take a deep breath in and out of your nose. All right, we're going to go to warrior two. So we're going to pivot on the right foot, so turning it out, and then turning in the left foot. Let's bend the knee. So still keeping the arms nice and wide. Shoulders are right over top of those hips. Take a deep breath in. So as we come into reverse warrior, you might have to make a little change, which means you just want to kind of use that pulling down as you pull up. So you're pulling in opposition. So pull up with your right arm, pull down with your left. Breathe in and out. Your gaze is looking up. So notice in your side body, around your rib cage, can you breathe more in there? Can you lift up even higher and maybe move back a little bit more? Good. Let's come back to center. And then we're going to go into side angle pose. So you're going to hold the strap and you're going to put your hand on the leg. So you might have to kind of choke up on the strap. So we're going to start here and we're going to pull that arm up and away. All right, so reach up high. Look up. Breathe, and then see if you can take it over a little bit more. And you can keep this other arm kind of tension on it, maybe pull it down a little bit as you stretch. Another breath. And then press into both of your feet. Come all the way back up to your warrior two. Turn your gaze forward. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Straighten both of your legs. And we'll turn our feet parallel. Relax the arms down. Shake them out. There's a lot more work with the strap in your hand for sure. We're going to bring it behind our back again. So hands can be a few inches apart. We're going to stretch the arms straight. So same thing we did with our legs together. We're going to do it with our legs wide. So slowly hinge forward from your hips and keep the arms straight back. And then pull your arm bones back so that you feel your shoulder blades coming together. Keep the neck long, looking straight at the floor. Stay there. You're welcome to put a soft bend in your knees, and then if you want to come even deeper, you're going to stretch your arms up as far as they go. Maybe add a little tiny little rotation right and left. Just let it feel good on your body. Really open up that chest. Deep breath in and out. Good, one more breath. And then press down into your feet. We're going to slowly come back up. Take your time. And then just relax, shake out the arms. All right, we're going to go to warrior two on the other side. So turning, left toes out, right toes in, bending the knee. So first get your lower body set. Okay, feel that lifting up lower belly. And then slide your fingers out to the ends of the strap until your arms are wide and the strap's nice and taut. Okay, my palms are facing down towards the earth. I'm just holding the strap between my index finger and my thumb. Gaze is forward, trying to relax the shoulders, breathing deep. Okay, so just loosen up on the your right hand as we go into this reverse warrior. So maybe start with the elbow bent, and then I want you to pull down, so creating that tension in the strap as you reach up. And then keep lifting up out of your waist, opening up your rib cage. Take some deep breaths there. You can feel the breath into your left ribs. See if you can feel the breath into your right ribs. Good, let's come into side angle pose. So first place your hand, and then you might have to tighten up the strap a little bit more. So as you start, you're pulling that strap up and up and up, and then maybe taking it a little higher, higher, higher. Lift your gaze, and then if you want to take it even further over your head, notice to the point it gets where it's get a little loose, and just take your bottom arm and pull it tighter as it goes over your head. And this really gives you something to push against, so it really changes how you feel in your posture. A lot of space here. Good, look down at the floor. And then you're going to just release the strap, drop it down to the ground. Let's come back to warrior two. Relax the arms down. And then we're going to turn our heels in, toes out. And we're bending both of the knees. So sinking in. Arms are going to turn out to the side. Palms are facing up towards the sky. So we're going to reach the arms wide. And then as you exhale, we're going to bend the elbows. You're going to bring them right into your side waist. So it's inhale, float them out. Exhale, pull them in. So we can do legs straighten as the arms reach out and bend as your elbows pull in. Really feel this in your upper back and shoulders. So feel the shoulder blades on your back as you pull those elbows in. Feel them moving on your back body. Just a different awareness. And sometimes we just pay attention to the front. Let's pay attention to the back. And we'll do it again. And then one more out. And then turn the palms down, relax the arms, look at your feet. We're gonna heel toe our feet together. And then just shake it out. Stand in mountain pose. Close your eyes. Deep breath in and out. All right, so we are gonna do a balance. So stork pose today. And our focus is going to be really keeping that heart center open. So standing mountain pose, your weight is equal between your feet, right? So feel your right foot, feel your left foot. Make sure they feel equally weighted. And then just lift up your belly. Feel like that arches of your feet are lifting up. We're going to shift our weight a little bit more into your left foot. So it just becomes stronger. We're not changing anything in our hips. Lighten up on the right leg, and we're bending the knee, and we're going to float the leg up. So while the leg is up there, you're going to flex the foot. You're going to bring your hands behind your back. We're going to hook our thumbs, bend your elbows, and then pull your arm bones back so your chest is open. Right, stay there and breathe. Use a press down on the outer edge of your left foot, lift up that arch. Stay here in stillness, or you can add movement. You can push your leg forward and bend the knee. Hold a steady gaze. Breathe in and out of your nose. Keep opening that heart center. We've got one more. And then you'll lower your foot to the floor. Release the arms. Fold them forward and up. And Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to trace down the center line of your body as you fold all the way down to the earth. Touch. Lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. And then reverse swan dive. Arms are going to sweep out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then release your arms down. All right, awareness of both of your feet. Putting more and more weight into your standing foot, which is going to be your right leg, activating all the way up into your core. And then lighten up on the left foot as you float it off the floor. Really strong. Find your drishti. Flex your foot. Bring your hands behind your back. Hook your thumbs. Bend your elbows. And then place the backs of your hands right onto your lower back and sacrum. So a lot happening here. So make sure you're pulling those arm bones back so your chest is wide open. Breathe. If you want to add movement, you can go ahead and straighten the left leg and bend it a couple of times. If it's enough for you just to hold the balance, then just stay. Make sure you're breathing. Last breath. Lower your foot back to the earth. Release your arms, and then just shake them all out. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs. All right, inhale your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Touch the earth. We're going to bend the knees, and we're going to come to seated. So go ahead and make your way down to the earth. All right, you can prop yourself if you need to. If you want to put something underneath of your hips, you can sit up on a blanket or a block. We're going to extend the legs forward. So you're going to sit in your staff pose. So just make sure that your chest is nice and open and we're sitting up tall. If you need to bend your knees in order for you to sit up tall, then go ahead and do that. Flex your feet, your toes are pointing up towards the sky. All right, so find here, put your hands on the floor and then pull your shoulders back and let them relax. Take a breath in. Exhale, feel your sitting bones on the floor. And then we're going to reach the arms up. So lengthen the arms up nice and high. And then as you exhale, we're just going to melt over those legs. All right, so just soften here. And then I want you to just open up the back of your heart. So you can let your head just relax. You can look down at the floor. You can look at your legs. Or you can close your eyes and just go inward. And just soften around the shoulder blades, the upper back. Find your breath here in this posture. Get a sense of releasing and letting go. Okay, and then we're going to slowly come up. Sit up nice and tall. Shake out the legs. All right, so let's go ahead and bend your right leg. Bring it in, sit up nice and tall. We'll go into a seated twist. So you can keep your foot on the floor right to the inside of your leg that's on the ground, or you can lift it up and over if you want to deepen your twist. Just make sure your foot is flat on the floor. We're going to lengthen the spine. So important to remember, we're doing our twist as that we're moving from the upper body, but the lower body stays facing forward. You can hold your leg in place with your left hand and place your right hand on the floor just behind your hip. So let's lengthen up. And as we go into the twist, I want you to think about your body as a twist. It's lengthening upwards, right? So just get that sensation of not just twisting, but lifting and twisting. Right? So as you turn from your ribcage, think about getting taller and taller and taller, all the way up through the crown of your head. So pull that right shoulder back as you bring the left shoulder forward. And as you turn your head, see if you can lift the crown of your head up even more. Keep hugging that knee into your midline. Lift up that lower belly. Breathe deep. Good. Get a little taller. And now as you exhale, maintain that height and just slowly return to center. And then uncross your legs. Give your legs a little shake out. Take a deep breath in and out of your nose. And then we'll go to the other side. So left knee bends in. And you're welcome to keep your foot here on the inside of your right leg, or you can lift it up and over. Press down into the feet. Hug this into the midline. You want to keep it there. Hold it in place with your right arm. And then just bring the left hand behind you. So again, we're sitting up tall, and each time as we turn, we're getting taller and taller and taller. So just keep that visual in your mind. So I think about a corkscrew, you know? So lifting up as you turn, bringing that left shoulder back, bring the right shoulder forward, turn your gaze. So each time you're turning, you're lifting even more. Your gaze is just straight ahead, so you're not looking down or not looking up. You can even just take your eye gaze further, right? So find a spot and then see if you can move your gaze back even more. So your eyes have the ability to turn. And it's amazing because your body usually goes where the eyes go. So notice that. Okay, another breath here. And maintain this lengthened space that you've created as you come back to center. And then uncross your legs, give them a shake. We're coming down to the floor. To bring with you would be a block and your strap. Right, so just have them next to you as you make your way down to the floor. The first thing we'll need is your strap if you're using it. All right, so come all the way down and then lengthen your body out first. So stretch your legs out, reach your arms up over your head. And see between your fingertips and your toes, how long can you get your body? And then on your out breath, we're going to bend the knees and we'll bring them into your chest and place your hands on top of your knees and just gently rock right and left. If you're going to use the strap, we're going to place it around the fronts of your shins. So you're just going to place it here, right in front of your shins, kind of low, like not all the way down by the ankle, but not all the way by the knee. So even in the middle is good. And just make sure you have equal length on each side, okay? And then you're going to let your feet come down. So once you put your feet on the floor, make sure they're lined up, your heels are lined up, your sitting bones. Walk your hands down the strap, right? So we're going to be using this like to help us open up the shoulders. If you don't want to use the strap, you can just hold on to the edges of your mat. It's going to kind of give you the same sensation. So if you don't want to hold the strap, just release it and just grab the edges of your mat as you come into bridge pose. All right, so when you're ready, we're going to press down into those feet. You're going to hold on to the strap or the edges of your mat, and we're going to lift up. So once you lift up, I want you to think about pushing your shins away. And once you push your shins away, you want to just walk your hands down. We're trying to get those shoulder blades closer together. This is really going to open up the heart. So make sure your chin is open and not jammed into your chest. You have a nice open space there. Your gaze is straight up towards the ceiling. Let's take some deep breaths in and around your heart center. Your lungs are filling up, so that means your rib cage is widening. Deep breath in, exhaled out, 2 more. So deep back bend. So we didn't have to even come down to our stomachs. We get a nice deep back bend here in our bridge. One more breath in. And as you exhale, release the strap or the mat and then slowly come down. You can even just articulate your spine by dropping from the top part of your spine, ending at the tailbone. And then just want you to be here in stillness and just kind of feel that. So a big heart opener like that. Take some deep breaths. Kind of really awakening, right? Awakening the heart. You can move your strap off to the side. And now you're going to grab your block. So we're going to do supported bridge. So you can lift up your hips again, and then we're going to slide this block underneath of your low back. And then once that block is there, you can also walk the shoulder blades under and then turn your palms up towards the ceiling. You can stay there. If you want more opening further down in your hips, you could stretch your legs out and just keep your heels down, toes pointing up. And this is really nice. It's a lot of opening around your belly. It's really good for digestion. Okay, just getting everything open here. Take some full breaths in and out of your nose. We will come to legs up soon, but don't get too anxious. Stay here and enjoy this part of the posture. It feels really good. Good, about 2 more breaths. And as you exhale, we're gonna bend one knee at a time. You're welcome to stay on the floor. And if you want to take your legs up, you can go ahead and bend your knees in one at a time to your chest and then flip them up. And then once you get your legs up there, stay in stillness, or you can add movement. You rotate the ankles. You can open and close the legs, or walk on the ceiling. Couple more breaths. And then you're going to bend your knees, slowly release them down to the earth. Stay there for a moment or two, just notice. And then just gently remove your block. So you're taking it out. Arms on the floor, take your feet wide. Let's windshield wiper the legs. And then bring them closer together. Stretch them out nice and long. Again, just check in. Feel your shoulder blades. So move your arms a little bit. Feel the shoulders on the floor, the backs of your shoulders. Take some deep breaths in and out of your nose. Okay, let's bend the right knee into your chest and then just hold on to the back of your leg here. And then we're going to push the thigh bone away, extend your leg up and bend it. Just do that a couple of times. Reach it up, bend it. And then bring your knee in a little closer. We're going to go into reclined pigeon. So you can hold on to your shin and your knee. And you're going to slowly pull the knee out to the right. And then you're going to bring your left heel in towards the midline. Just until you feel a stretch. And you can add a little bit of movement. So maybe rocking here. Maybe some circles. Lengthen through your left leg. All the way down from the inner thigh to the heel. Good, one more breath. And then release your shin first, and then release your knee. Let your arms come down, and then see if you can push your legs straight out with a flexed foot, point, lower the leg down to the ground, and then completely relax it. Deep breath in and out. Other side, left knee comes in. And then just hold on to the back of your thigh, and then push your thigh into your hands. Slowly straighten the leg, and bend it. And straighten, and bend. One more time, and lift it up. Bend it, and then we're going to go into reclined pigeon on the sides. You're going to hold on to the top of your shin, the bottom of your shin, and then just draw that heel in towards the midline. So bring it in towards your pubic bone, navel, and then the knee is going to move out, to the outside of your rib cage. Take some deep breaths here. Soften your tailbone. So don't let anything like come off the ground here. So stay grounded in your sacrum. The sacrum is heavy. You should feel the stretch in your outer hips and your groin a little bit. Last full breath in. As you exhale, release both of your hands to the ground. And then flex your foot, push your leg completely straight. Point your toes lower to the ground. And then just kind of check in with your body. Deep breath in and out. Stretch your arms up over your head, lengthen. And exhale, bend your knees, bring them in. And then bring the soles of your feet together. And we're going to lower those feet down to the ground, coming into reclined cobbler pose. So if you need to use a support, you can always, take some blocks here and tuck it underneath of your thigh. If it feels like it's too much of a stretch, one hand on your lower belly, one hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Let's bring that breath in all the way down to your belly. Breathe in, fill up. Exhale, let all the breath out. Good, 5 more of these. Diaphragmatic breaths, filling up, letting go. Last breath. And release your arms down slowly. Bring your knees together. Once the knees touch, bring your knees in. And then we're going to reach the arms up. If you want to take a strap, you're welcome to try happy baby pose with a strap today. Or you can hold on to your feet. But if you're trying it with a strap, take your feet wide apart. Keep the knees bent. And then just hold on to the strap. Bend the knees. Take them wide and rock a little bit. This does feel really good, and just let your sacrum stay heavy on the ground, right? So you're not overstretching your lower back, but this does feel really nice. If you want to give it a try. A couple more breaths, just rock gently. Great, then you're going to bring your feet together and then stretch your legs straight up. Flex and point. Feel the stretch in your legs. And bend your knees. Remove the strap if you're using it. Set it aside. And then just stretch your arms and legs up towards the sky. Circle the wrists, circle the ankles in both directions. And then we're going to shake it all out. Shake, shake, shake. All right, and then lower your feet down. So, for Shavasana, if you wanted to do more of a heart opening Shavasana, you could do it. If you have 2 blocks, you could do it like that. You could put 1 block under your head, 1 block under your heart, like this, and lay back. Just make sure the head's supported, and this just gives you a nice heart opening. It's a really beautiful end to this practice. If you want to try that, you could do it. You could also just use like real thin blanket roll right underneath of your shoulder blades, or you can lay completely flat. You know, whatever you choose to spend your Shavasana, just make sure you're comfortable. And if you're in this heart opening one, you can keep your knees bent. I like to bring my knees together, feet wide. It just helps to release any tension in my low back. So I'll give you a minute to set up. And then once you get there, just make sure you're completely comfortable. So make any adjustments that you need to. And if you're doing the other version, I'll show you that too. So it's just maybe making a thinner blanket. And instead of using the block, you would use the blanket there. So that would just be right under the shoulder blades. Sometimes you would need a support under your head too. So if you have an extra pillow, you could put it under your head. And your arms are going to be above the blanket. So you just kind of have them out wide like this. And you can see right from here that it really lifts here and opens up the rib cage and the heart center. So either of those will work fine. You can rest your hands on your belly too if you want. All right, so get yourself settled in. And then once you're all settled, we'll start with just some breathing. So take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale that breath out through your mouth. And then just let the backs of your shoulders relax towards the earth. And the more you relax the backs of the shoulders, you can feel that the collarbones will start to get wider. Your heart center begins to open. Just let go of all that closed off feeling around the heart. Just let it radiate out. So as you open up this heart, you're opening up your heart chakra, you're able to better to send and receive loving energy. And then just allow the whole body to release, the toes all the way up your legs to your hips, relaxing your belly, your low back, and around your rib cage to your middle back, upper back, shoulders, chest, throat, from the tops of your shoulders all the way down to your arms, hands, and fingers. Let the back of your head rest heavy. Your head is nice and heavy, lets the neck release. And you want to soften your scalp and your forehead, relaxing your eyes and your eyebrows. Soften from your temples and around your ears to your jaw. And across your jawline to your lips. Gently part the lips, let your tongue rest gently in your mouth. And awareness of your breath as it flows in and out of your nose. Just feel the air moving into your lungs. Feel the air leaving your lungs, moving out through your nose. Continuing to follow that breath. Slowly start to bring your awareness back into your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Feel the fingers and the toes. Spreading out into the arms and legs. And then stretching arms and legs apart. Lengthen out the body. Gently bend your knees. Maybe hug them into your chest. rocking a little bit right and left. If you're up on supports, you can go ahead and roll off of them, move them aside. Just lay flat on the floor, take a moment to notice. And then as you're ready, you can slowly roll to the right. And then easing yourself up into a comfortable seat. Once you arrive in your seat, close your eyes, sit up nice and tall, awareness of your posture. Check in with your body. And we'll join our palms together, thumb knuckles at the heart center. Lower your chin towards your chest. Returning to your intention or your dedication for your practice today. Honoring that. Finding gratitude for being here. And on your next in-breath, thumb knuckles up to your third eye point, the space between your eyebrows. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.